Alrighty, guys, what is going on? My name is Tubby, and welcome back to Building a WrestleMania Arena. Make sure to pound that like button. 300 likes would be super swell. Big update on this one. When I turn around, you guys are going to see this. Ready? Bammo! So this arena is really starting to take effect, as you guys can see. We're working on, I'm working on building the truss right now. Not all arenas need it, but this one I'm going to build it in. And we're going to do it a little differently. I was a little worried about making them diagonal instead of the one I had in WrestleMania 30, and I found this actually does work. So we're going to continue building similar to this. Now, my problem was I have to make sure it's high enough that if I do put in like a Hell in a Cell, it fits in just right, and that's one of my biggest concerns right now. So we're going back and we're actually raising it, and the good thing is once you put in a basic height, you can keep going taller because you're just putting it one block on top like I'm doing right now. And you guys see it's actually quite fast. It's actually a good way to do this. And it makes it go a lot faster. So, you know, one of my biggest concerns about the middle was we still have to put a Jumbotron, or Titantron, I should say, or a Jumbotron and a Minitron underneath it. So my big concern is whether or not it's tall enough to see, there we go, to have something hanging down, but yet you still have to be able to see the ring, which is a little bit difficult, and it's making me a little nervous about this because I don't think we're high enough as it sits right now. Because if I come up here, and by the time I'm here, the video board is going to go down 10, and it's going to take up quite a bit. So we're actually going to go one higher. And now to do this, to test it, what I want to do is let's grab some gray wool, like so. And the point's not going to change from where it's dropping. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think 5's enough. Let's go ahead and at least see what it would look like. So if I'm going to build a monitor, I'm going to go out 2. Actually, I want to go out 4 on both sides. 4. Out 4. And out 4. And then what that's going to allow for is my video monitor, which is going to be, I think, is 5 enough? I don't know if 5 is going to be enough. I think we're going to have to go 6 wide. Now, the problem is, and you guys will see right here, I don't think that's going to be big enough. It might be. Let's see how this looks like. So if I'm way up here, that actually looks really good. Whoa, no. Tubby, don't fall. That's actually looking really good because if you're way up here, you're still seeing a Titantron. And the size is actually really nice. I may actually keep it just like this. I may want to make it go one bigger. But the problem, I really can't unless... I wonder if I was to come out one more... You know what? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I think I am. You know what? I like that. You know what? Just in case... No, that's plenty high enough. I think it is. You gotta leave room for on the side, though, to check. So if I put in the video monitor board like this, does it look good or does it not? That is the question. All right, so you got the video boards. And no matter how high up we go, it's not going to inflect the ring. So I think that's going to work just fine. They are protruding out from the design, unfortunately. So I'm not exactly... And, you know, we'll probably end up redoing this many, many times. But until then, let's just keep with it. 3 on each side, right? Or is it 2? No, it's 3. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Drop down 2 more. And the video board monitors, I think, are really going to stick out. We do have to check the corners, though. What it's going to look like from the ends, I should say, not the corners. The ends. Because you got all these boards coming in. And we're going to connect the top. So I'm not worried about the top right now. That'll kind of remain in orange. As if I back up. Yeah, that's looking good. I think the design is going to look a little wonky for the first little bit. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. Oh, man. Linkin Park. 1, 2, 3. That's just going to get copyrighted just because I said in the end. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then let's drop down 2 more. And the cool thing about this is I think this is really, really going to stand out and make it unique. Because I like the fact that it's connecting. And it's all because we built it just right. I think this is going to work exactly how I wanted it to. I could make the Minitrons a little bigger. But I think what we'll do instead is build in a corner monitor too. Because that's just looking sweet. Because 1, 2, up, and then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I am really liking the way this is going to turn out. 1, 2, 3. And then we got to go down 2. So overall, I think this is going to be one of my best Minitrons, I think. I go ahead and put in the gray. Whether or not it's going to be a gray color, I'm not exactly sure. It's kind of what looks nice right now. But now, with all these connected, what we'll do is we'll connect the top with orange. So then we'll fill it in. So it'll be like... It'll kind of be like my other design. Right? I think this is going to work. I can't speak to its certainty 100%, but I think this is what's going to make it really look like it's coming together. As we fill this in. Yeah, I'm really liking this. It's a little similar to our other one, but the way we have the arms going up, I think it makes it completely unique. And we have to remember that, you know, this is trying to protect the rain and all that stuff. You almost have to, like, put in the heaters. All right, so there we go. We have this Titatron built. We may have to... That does look a little weird. Is there any way... There we go. I think this is what I'm looking for. Right? This is what I'm trying to do. I hope it is. And right here. And then the last one kind of plays off of here. I think there's too much orange right now. Is why it's really not going to stand out. But I want to make it seem like it's holding up. So I think we'll end up changing the design quite a bit. But overall, it's going to protect the ring. It is making it quite dark, unfortunately. And I don't want that. So let's take out the 4 corners that we can take out. And hopefully that provides for some light. Like so. It's kind of a tricky situation. Because you need the light. And I don't need this. This can go. Looks a little weird, but hey. Let's see if this makes a difference. We'll leave it open for right now, at least. You can kind of see what the boards look like. They probably should have came out, but I'm not going to complain right now. We can always redo that. but the basic figure is set up, and you can start to really see this arena take shape, which makes me really happy. You can only sleep at night. It's almost night. Go down, son. Take a drink of water while I wait. It's going down slowly but surely. We have the boards built. As you guys can see, no matter how high up, even if the stadium ends up going up to here, it is plenty big enough. And this is really going to come out nicely, I think. This is a really funk design. So I don't know if we're going to keep that. Oh, wait a minute. Is that what I needed to do? I think that's what I wanted to do, is put in the orange instead. Uh-oh. No, I want to keep that one and get rid of that one. Is that kind of what I'm looking for? Somewhat. It's not going to be exactly perfect. I can go to sleep now, though. Get in my bed. Get in my bed. There we go. Nice and sleepy, or nice and awake and alert, I should say. Get rid of that one. And then we'll go and fill this one in. And let's see if that makes it look any better. We almost need to connect the bottom with orange, but I think that's going to make it too low, personally. That's just my opinion. Let's go up and see what it looks like. Bam. All right, now let's see if we can go up here. There, it actually seems like it's built in now. And even up here, you've still got a great view. So I think this is actually going to work out very, very nicely. You just kind of have to imagine that it's held up by those. But this is coming out super awesome. It does look a little low, especially with a Hell in a Cell. Because a Hell in a Cell goes up what? I need a fence. Where is the fence? It is... Actually, I don't even need a fence. Let's just use this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's got to be up about 7. 8, actually. So, yeah, I would say that there is enough room for Hell in a Cell, I guess. It'd just be really tight. It'd be a lot smaller than I would want it to be. Because it'd have to come in right here. Well, that's plenty high enough. That's plenty high enough for a Hell in a Cell. Absolutely. Okay, I think we've got our main design for our trusses built. The overall scoreboard, monitors, all this will change. But the way these are going up, I think I'm going to keep them. We could go up by 2. That may not make it look not as weird. Would that make a difference? If it was to go up like this instead? Let's see. Yeah, that would make sense. I don't exactly know how good it's going to look. Let's see what it looks from this angle. Which one do I like better? I don't know. I could go either one. Let me know which one you guys like. Do you like the 2? Do you like the 1? Which one should we go for? Which one should we keep? I may end up having to raise that up just a tad. Just a smidge, because that is pretty low. But hey, we've came a long way. This is looking great. As still I don't have this wall or Titantron built up. But as you guys can see, you can just imagine this. The screaming 100,000 plus fans. And there you are, coming down to WrestleMania, whichever one it is. That's just looking sweet. I love this. I may make the Dallas Cowboys one where it's higher and then it's just the oval shape. I might do that. I don't know for sure, but that'll pretty much do it. Make sure to pound that like button if you guys could. It really does help me out, and I really do appreciate it. This has been a lot of work, and it's going to continue to be a lot of work. And I can't wait until we finish this and get the final product and see what it looks like. So until next time, my name is Tubby Emu. Thanks for watching.